Thanks again for spending some time with me. Today, I want to talk about our comfort zones. Do you have some kind of safe space, a comfort zone? I believe everyone has their own. It's anything that you feel comfortable with doing that you don't really need to think too much about because you're so familiar with it. Me? I certainly have ways that help me feel comfortable when I work. There are some types of projects that I feel more confident in doing. But, of course, comfort zones are not just about work. They're everywhere in our lives. For example, I love baggy, loose-fit clothes. I like wearing bigger sizes because I like the way they look and how they make me feel when I'm in them. That's a fashion comfort zone. I also feel more comfortable with digital arts. It's easier to make edits and cover up mistakes with digital art than with tangible art. You can just keep tapping Command Z or Command Shift C to compare or decide if you want to make changes or not. It saves you time and it's really convenient. It's safe. When you're in your safe/comfort zone, you don't want to get out of it. It's just so comfortable. You know what I mean, right? Why would you want to break out of this bubble that comforts you so much? I need my baggy clothes. But trust me, we do need to get out of these comfort zones at least sometimes. If we stay in them forever, we get too used to our routines. Improvements or changes in our lives happen very slowly. As a result, we get frustrated. Comfort zones are not a bad thing, really, but there might be some more fun and cool things out there that we might never experience if we never leave them. There are a few things that I've tried to do over the years to challenge myself and get out of my comfort zone. Like, I threw myself into a different country from the one that I spent 24 years growing up in. I've also grabbed some kinds of projects at work that I'd never worked on before. It isn't always easy, but it is almost always very rewarding. And I keep trying to leave my comfort zones. For instance, creatively, about 2 years ago, I started playing with tangible arts again. There are so many different mediums/materials that I don't even know how to use properly, and it's kind of overwhelming at times. It's so tempting to pick up my iPad. There's no go back button with tangible art, especially when you're using pen, ink, or paint. It's kind of terrifying for me. My left hand sometimes taps my desk when I'm drawing, trying to hit Command Z and fix a mistake. Like, come on, I didn't mean to do that. Over time, I've realized that working on tangible art actually helps me with being more efficient with my digital work. I go back and forth a lot less, which saves me time. It's still kind of intimidating for me when I grab a pen or brushes. To be honest, I still grab my iPad more often than my sketchbook. Even so, I won't give up on tangible art. It actually is really fun, and best of all, it increases my chances to make happy mistakes. It can be the same for you too. Like mine, your brain can remember those fun discoveries you make and help you be more innovative and creative. Another way I've left my comfort zone is by recently buying an electric piano. I used to play the piano when I was little, but it had probably been like 20 years since I last played. And one day a few months ago, I just randomly thought about it again. I started really missing it, so I decided to buy a new one. Well, to be honest, it actually took a while to finally hit the order button because they're expensive. Not buying a new piano was definitely my comfort zone. Plus, I was scared. I knew I couldn't play the piano as nice as I did 20 years ago. And again, it's not cheap. So I thought, what if I end up with just wasting money? It's gonna take forever for me to remember how to read the sheet music. And what if I hate playing the piano? What if? I really, really, really wanted to stay in my comfort zone. Well, guess what? After the piano arrived, yes, I stumbled a bit here and there. I'm still not perfect at it, but I'm still practicing. My hand is not working. Wow, total mess. And look at me now. I can play the Kiki's Delivery Service theme song. What do you think? Whatever you do to get out of your comfort zone doesn't have to be so big. You don't have to move to a different country or anything like that. Maybe you try to learn something new that you never thought you'd try. Maybe read some books that were written about some fields or topics that never interested you. Or try to wear some different types of clothes or styles. Should I try that too? Also, you know what? If staying in your comfort zone helps you have stability, that's totally fine too. You can and should sculpt your life just as you want. I would just say that even then, while you control what you can, try to let a little magic happen in your life now and then. You know what I mean? You never know if you might be really good at something or love something until you try it. Until you learn something you never considered learning before, you don't know what knowledge you've been missing. And if you leave your comfort zone, you might even find you can rock some styles you never thought you could pull off. Leaving your comfort zone can bring you fear and uncertainty, I know. But I also know you can directly face it and enjoy it. Why? Because I have done it myself. Honestly, there are still so many things that I want to try to pull me out of my comfort zone, but it's a bit scary sometimes. So, let's face these challenges together. We can do it. Well, thanks again for hanging out with me again. I hope all of us can lead our lives in the directions we want them to go. Let's give each other hope and strength. See you in the next video. Bye.